many people out there, you are struggling with this thing, but the truth is that you are more than enough. The truth is that you are fantastic. You are really good at this job. Like this imposter syndrome, even a lot of scholarships that I'm supposed to probably applied for, I would just feel like, whoa, a lot of more intelligent people have applied for this thing. They will not pick me.
Especially when you know this LinkedIn thing now. When
exactly,
you say a job,
no,
there's this LinkedIn when you say a job now, and then the job you now see
people that
X number applied
and applied.
Like 1,000 people applied. Like,
yes, now
which kind?
Hi guys, we are back again. No, we are back again. Welcome back. See me, I'm even. I know. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Like, I miss my guys. I miss my viewers, and I'm sure you guys miss them too.
Oh, sure.
So, guys, welcome back to another episode of the DataPod, where our conversation connects the dots. Yeah. Today we'll be taking a step back. Today we'll be speaking to a lot of people that they don't believe in themselves, or a lot of people that have doubts. I'll take myself for example. You know, before I got into the data space, I have been learning data analytics for a while. But every time I try to apply for roles, or maybe I see recruitment somewhere, I'll be like, am I really enough? No, I don't know this thing enough. No, like that thing keeps limiting me from, putting myself out there, applying for roles, So we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome in this episode.
That's
and I'm very sure a lot of people can relate to this topic. A lot of people, because of you don't think you are enough, you have actually not set out yourself in the data field. Some of you feel like what we discussed in the last episode, that I don't know math enough, like I'm not smart enough, funny enough, you are actually smart, but we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome. I'm very sure my bosses here, they have similar experience.
I have story for days.
Yeah.
I think Sam used to have like stories, many stories for us, like depending on anyhow you want to bring it to.
There's that experience that we have not gone through.
Talk with experiences,
Okay. Yeah, so let's start from, what is imposter syndrome? Let's ask Google, because let's actually say, what is imposter syndrome? So imposter syndrome, according to Google, is a psychological experience where individuals persist in doubting their achievements and ability despite evidence of their competence. We also have statistics here from Blind that says about 58% of tech individuals, they suffer from imposter syndrome.
58?
Yeah, 58%. Are you surprised? I'm even thinking that it's going to be more than that, because I feel like every 1 in 2 persons struggle with this imposter syndrome.
Well, let me not say hardly, but if you put in, like, if you have 10 people in the room, at least 7 people would tell you their story about how they've had to struggle with imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can tell us your story now.
Too, like, it's going to be, if you bring in the gender part into it, the way we see it now, or the way we have it, it's always like tilting towards the female gender the most.
Well,
because because
the tech field is kind of like is masculine saturated,
male dominated.
It's
so
male dominated.
Female will always feel like maybe there's some kind of gender bias kind of inclination.
So my bosses have stories. They have stories.
Sam has
we want to hear. I mean, I know our viewers want to hear your story. Please.
Sam has stories.
I don't know why.
No, you don't have stories too.
Like, why?
But look at
all
you
eyes
now.
on me,
But you're a fine boy now.
Sam has plenty experience, like, in the space, out of the space.
Yeah, he's the longest. He's our grandpa.
So guys, hold on.
Let me tell you guys something. Do you know that where Samuel works,
whatever she tells you,
hold on, where Samuel works, they call him founding father.
Yeah, that one is.
They call him founding father.
That one is 100.
You are the only Samuel in this one.
So
you are the only Samuel in this one.
Whatever she tells you guys, just take it.
But you are the founding father, yes or no?
Yeah.
You see, you cannot
not
answer.
I
You cannot
don't
answer.
know.
He
You already
doesn't. He
answered the
doesn't want. He
question.
doesn't want us to
Yeah,
cast
he wants
him.
to be
So
humble.
that's just it.
But let's hear your
My
story, Sam.
goodness.
Let's hear your story.
Man, like we from the definition, like the way
Mm.
you've defined imposter syndrome, and that feeling of, am I a fraud actually? Like, do I even really this thing that I'm saying? And I know, yeah, there are a lot of people that lie on their CVs.
Yeah.
Put a lot of packages, and then fortunately they might get the job, right? But then
Me, I'm part of them
end of the
anyways.
day,
I don't lie,
Favour,
but
mule.
no. Let me
Don't
tell you
worry,
what I
we'll
do.
get to that
Wait,
part.
let me tell you what I do. I take, like, if I see an application,
now,
exactly,
like,
I'll
you
just tailor
it
my
Yes,
to
CV
everything.
to.
Of course.
even
So
if
there's
even if I did not do that thing, I'll just tailor it.
there's the part
Yeah.
of there's the packaging. So I think when we get to that, when we get to talking about branding yourself, branding as a data professional, I think we'll talk about that. But yeah, there's that side of fake it to make it.
Yeah.
Although fake it to make it and they catch you. There's freedom.
Now they
what
catch
is
They
the
it?
can
Say
even
people.
catch you at
there's
the
freedom
interview
of
stage now.
Yeah,
You just,
now, yeah.
there's freedom
now.
of speech,
Mm-hmm.
but you cannot guarantee freedom after speech.
Yeah.
If you like, say whatever you like in the interview.
This is Nigeria.
After the speech where you don't give, no freedom. They catch you. Yeah, but yeah, 50%. I'm surprised that it's even 50% because
Yeah.
a lot of people that I know that I've spoken to, apart from myself, have one thing or the other to say about. Personally for me, and the reason why it's personal is because when you are praying to this particular role, I want this job. You've done everything possible, and luckily, you got the job. Not luckily, like you did put in the work, and you got the job, and then you got in the offer letter. Okay, now show workings, and then you're like, God, I beg. Can I actually? I remember one job that I got, and I already fine. I'm always very confident in my interviews. So because it's what you know, you can only say what you know. So
Yeah.
whenever I tell them, okay, this and this, right? So I don't ever have a problem with interviews, but I get the job, and then I'm not like, am I sure that I can actually deliver those things that I said? Like I started feeling like I am actually not what I think I am,
Yeah.
right? And then in a way, like it starts making me have self-doubt in myself, start making me feel like, guy, are you sure you even passed this probational period, this 3 months 6 months probation period? And then every as each month go by, I'm always counting like, how many months left in this probation? Okay, remain 2 months. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm always dreading that probational period because not because I don't know my stuff, but I'm always that feeling of you're not enough. Feel like they feel that this thing, you're a fraud or guy. You sure say you sabi this thing, and then the bane of that is when you start allowing that self doubt, right? It start affecting you psychological. Like when you defining it, you mentioned the psychological thing.
Yeah.
It's not like more often than not, it's not true. You can kill it. You can hit the ground running, right? So if you start taking that feeling or that thought in, it start affecting you. Start affecting your work. At the end of the day, you say you're a fraud, they will not see you as that fraud eventually, right? So yeah. So for me, so one thing that I did that helped me was I spoke with people. The guy, this job where I get, be like say, I'm not sure again. That guy, Sabi, don't worry. And then I started going back to, some of the things I've done in the past. Some of the projects I've done, some of the achievements I've made, the milestones I've crossed in my career path, even my previous employments. I mean, I remember one of it was when I was leaving my previous employment. They didn't want me to. Of course, I know it's normal. If they want, if you're valuable, they will not want you to go. Right?
Sorry.
Yeah. Why is it when you want to leave that they remember that you're valuable? But when you want to leave that these people remember you're valuable.
But I have a different story to mind though. So I started reminiscing on and then the way that confidence started coming back. I'm like, guy, this thing is small, not smalls
If you
now.
run now.
Not
Uh-uh.
smalls, go kill am.
A whole
You get,
founding father.
and then that was how I was
Founding
able to,
father.
that's the way the technique have found out that
Mm.
works for me. Till date, I still have imposter syndrome. Till date, till like I can tell you as recent as maybe last month. You know, even
My
on
own
my
is
in my
even to
normal day
now.
to day job, there are some projects that will just come to me, and I'm like, in fact, now I was the one that pitched for the project. I'm the one like, okay, I gave a proof of concept. Okay, I think we can do this. And then when it now comes to like executing, I'm like, guy, you sure say,
If you do
are
am.
you actually sure? Like I started doubting myself. I started
Mm.
feeling like, why did I even? You get? But then it's just a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when you know that it's just a feeling, then you overcome. And then one way out is like we used my own personal experience. You can start taking a log of the projects, the achievements you've
What
made
you've done.
in your career,
Mm.
right? Some of the things you've done. Maybe you have spoken at an event before. Some of those milestones. Just go back to them, revisit them, reminisce on them. That would serve as a confidence booster for you, and then before you know
Yeah.
it, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's a very very subtle. It doesn't last long.
Yeah.
It only lasts long if you allow it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm.
But if you don't allow it, come on, it's
Mm-hmm.
better than that.
Wow.
Okay. 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 So for me now, I would say that it is psychological based
Mm.
on Favor's definition, or let me say Google's definition.
So Favour no fit define.
Nah, it's not from Google that
Okay.
you called it
But
out.
even though
Oh, wow.
it's Favour's
Yeah,
definition.
nah, it's Google.
It's
So
Favour.
based on the definition, but
Mm.
I see it as, so I was checking somebody's status like few days ago, and I saw something about that. If you So life is like, um you have a mountain, okay, then after one mountain, you have passed one mountain, baba, you have another one ahead.
Right.
That's just like the summary of what that thing is saying. So for imposter syndrome, how I see it is like, let me take you to my domain knowledge now. As I said, I like domain level. So in post harvest physiology, what we have is, for a fruit, we have two types of fruits. We have those that are climacteric and the non-climacteric. So for the climacteric are those ones that after you have harvested them, they can still ripen. Ripening is like the advanced stage of respiration. So if you harvest a fruit now, it is, in physiology, it is still assumed that it is breathing, it's alive. So if it now ripens, okay, it means it's still taking that physiological
Process.
process.
Mm.
Okay, so for the climacteric, it means when you have detached them from the parent plant or wherever, it is still living, it's still going to ripen, depending on the respiration rate and the likes. So how I see it too is that feeling, that psychological feeling about us, that you are inside that job, you are
Mm-hmm.
doing that job. Maybe you are an analyst. You have designed dashboard that stakeholders are using and they are making decisions out of them. But it's that same person, that's you, that they will tell you that you should get top 20 or top 30 top performing customers or top performing whatever. And you just be like, when you look at the result and you be like, is it not that I'm cooking beans? So
Oh.
those thoughts of, are you sure? I've had cases of me thinking that, is data really what I want to do?
Yeah.
Is it really what I want to
Bro,
do? Like in the next 5 years, will I still be able to survive data the way we
things
have
are changing.
new
Bro,
technologies
that's
coming?
that's even the
Yeah.
Like you just
thing.
see version 3.0,
That's
version
even the thing.
3.01,
And
3.
you just,
So all of
yeah.
those things, I'm like, hey, but the thing is, don't worry. You're like climacteric this thing. You have not, at the point where you
Mm.
detach them, they are not ripened. But along the line, they will get ripened. So, and you're now ripened now. Okay, you are fresh. Like maybe you have apple, you have banana, like plantain. When you detach them, you can detach them. They're not ripened, but along the line, okay, you have your plantain. You can eat them. But don't dull. At another point, maybe you have outcome that phase. Entry level role, you are designing dashboard now. You are writing SQL script and all of those things. But don't forget that you can get struck with another project and you start to doubt yourself again.
Yeah.
So it's like you are climacteric, Baba. Yes, you have ripened,
Yeah.
but there are still some stages where you get to. It might not even be writing code that will be the problem now.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be another thing different that you'll be like, you start doubting yourself that, am I really enough? For me now, I've had like countless number of times I'll be like, next year, will I still be able to cope in this space? Like, this, and it depends on the kind of stakeholders you have now, the way they
Mm-hmm.
hit at you. Like, you are
Yeah.
doing something and one person is asking for the same thing and you have preferred, you've thought of different ways to prefer solutions and you have run out of options.
Same, yeah.
And just be like, hey, I bet this thing is not for me. Maybe I should just leave it. You get it? So sometimes you need that self reassurance that
Reassurance, yeah.
Baba, we go run am. It's just like just wear that Lagos spirit inside you. That anyhow, we will run it. Just like you said that, okay. And sometimes you might need to talk to people, or maybe because of your past experience or your past achievements. Favour can just say, and I mean, as per elect
First
person,
class. We will get first class.
like all those
I don't
kind
know
of
what
first
people are
class,
talking
first class
about.
level.
now.
No, she
I
can
don't
always
know
go
what
back to all of
people are
those things.
talking
That no,
about.
for sure, I'm a good person. Like I'm a good
Yeah.
student. I have that cognitive strength. All of those things, they are not there for fancy.
Mhm.
So those things can still help you to boost yourself, to boost your morale. That
Yeah,
anyhow, we go run am.
sure.
We go run am. No how.
Mm.
So that's how I just see the thing from my own end. Yeah. Yeah.
My bosses have said a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what do you mean by that now?
Oh yeah.
No,
I
but
know
what do you mean
I know
by
you
that?
want to give us levels me now.
Which
Yeah,
levels?
drop
Wait,
level.
I don't know what I don't know what's with
No,
Suraj
maybe she
in
never
this place
has.
now.
She never
Favour is
had
always
imposter
giving us
syndrome. She's
level
a
now.
bright
She
student.
will give us.
She's sharp. She's.
Oh yeah, give us,
What
give
is
us.
imposter syndrome? Besides Favour.
Please. Me. If you are talking about how many people like experience imposter syndrome, I'll put myself as number one. Even like coming on this podcast, self, I struggled. Like I was like, can I actually pull this off? But when I went back to watch myself, like, is this me?
So now,
Is this me?
what best?
Yeah. I beg, no why
No,
me, no
Favour
why
is
me,
just like
please.
we've had that. Favour was supposed to be like maybe a newscaster or a
I don't know what these
morning
people are
show
talking
host,
about.
or,
Just
Oh.
like you're saying, maybe this thing is not for me. So maybe data says it's not for you.
yeah, so
Maybe
you just take something else.
just rethink.
It's stupid. So,
It's possible
okay, what
now.
about you? Oh, yeah.
I mean, maybe not farming. I'll go do that.
You see.
At the end of the day, I have domain knowledge. Like
Me,
Suraj
that
said.
farming, me, I'm afraid of farming. I'm
I've
very-
actually
I
done
know, but
farming
there's money
before.
inside
I'm afraid of-
farming.
I've done
No.
poultry.
There's money inside
I'm afraid
farming.
of farming,
done
not
poultry
as a
and-
farmer, like, but I
Yeah.
can invest. I want to
Yeah,
have
yeah,
money
obviously
and
invest
invest
now.
in
Who has
farming.
time? Me, I'm a soft
The-
girl.
Yeah, a soft girl.
Yes, now.
Okay.
I mean, that's why I'm in
Come
data
on.
in the first place.
So you, no,
I feel like data is for soft girls. I
Don't
mean, if
allow
you're a soft
guys-
girl,
Don't mind that.
come into data.
Your hands will
I'm
be
talking about the
dead
soft girl.
If you enter, your hands will be dirty. So,
But take a
it's
look
not
now.
for soft
Take a
people.
look.
Oh.
Where do you see? Can you see? My hand
Okay.
is glowing.
Okay now.
Okay, calm down.
Fake
Yeah,
life.
it's okay. So, imposter syndrome. Like I said, me, I'll see myself as number one on that list, right? Because I struggle. I was supposed to have I was doing an MIS analyst role in my previous company, and I was supposed to have transitioned maybe like a year into the job or two or about 6 months, but I finished learning SQL. Oh. But I'm like, can I do this thing? Can I? These guys, my boss here, Sam, he said his own imposter syndrome starts from after he has gotten the job. Me, my own starts from before the application. Like, I dey struggle for interview. Like, when they say you see, the toughest question for me to answer in every interview is tell me about yourself. I'm always struggling because like
That's like my
what do I
best
want to
question.
Your
Yeah,
best.
that's like my worst
Yeah,
I
question.
don't like that term
I like
I
that.
don't like it. Like I used to struggle. Anytime I have interview, I would do research. I used to go and meet one of my
get
boss.
different opinions from different
Opinion.
people. Even if you watch videos,
Yeah,
you
you be
read
like, tell me
different,
about yourself.
you
Where
see
do I want to
different
start
things.
summarizing? Like, I'm like,
My name's
what do you? I hate that question. Like, you can ask me, just go straight to the point and ask me. Oh, what is? Maybe tell me what you have done in your company. But can we just skip that? Tell me about yourself. Like, I really don't
like my
see the
CV is there, bro.
relevance.
Check my CV.
So yeah, I struggle with tell me about yourself, and I'm always like these people will not like me. I'm always like I don't think I did well in this interview, even if I did fantastically well. Like they even comment like wow you like, but like I don't believe it until okay. And I feel like how this imposter syndrome affects me particularly is like I tend to run away from responsibilities because I feel like I'm not enough. Even my current boss is be like, Favour, I don't like the way you are taking like a seat back, you're allowing others to shine. Like you have to put yourself out there. You have to take up responsibilities, like because you never know where you find yourself, right? But me, I'm running away from responsibility. I just want to be in my own space. I just want to be comfortable, but I know that for you to grow you have to take up that responsibility. You have to do more for yourself. But the funny thing is that this imposter syndrome is actually a liar, right? It's a liar it's a liar
It's a
because
lie, no. It's not real.
yeah, it's not. I mean,
people.
it's a liar because like sometimes when I'm starting my project and I'm facing this imposter syndrome, can I do this? And then when I complete it, like guy, they shock myself. They shock
Yes, now
myself
that's what it
cause
is.
like crazy. Like sometimes when I like go back and like my boss said he goes back to like previous projects that he has worked on, and I look at this, I'm like, was this
Like,
me?
you did
Like,
this.
was this me? And if somebody tell me, like, oh, I know you can do this stuff, but like, I can't do it though. But at the end of the day, I've actually done like fantastically well
Right.
in a lot of things. Like a lot of things. So like I know many people out there, you are struggling with this thing, but the truth is that you are more than enough. The truth is that you are fantastic. You are really good at this
I'm
job.
telling you.
Like
Wow.
this imposter syndrome, even a lot of scholarships that I'm supposed to probably applied for, I would just feel like, whoa, a lot of more intelligent people have applied for this thing. They will not pick me.
Especially
like,
when
yeah,
this LinkedIn thing now. When
exactly.
you
You
say a
see,
job,
yeah,
no, there's this LinkedIn when you say a job now, and
You want
then
to see
job
number
apps,
of
you now see
people that
X
have
number
viewed
applied.
it and
I'm like
applied.
1,000 people applied. Like
Yes, now.
which kind?
And
So
you
later
see
I
somebody
realized
just
that
posted
that
it
thing
in
is
the last.
actually so the way it works is as long as you open the application,
Okay.
the algorithm recognizes that you've
As if you have
applied.
applied.
So it's not how does he know
It's
that I
just
applied for
yes
the job?
now.
Doesn't
It's
know
just
now.
the
It's only
click.
when you have as long as you click on that ad, it tells you you applied.
That
Before once I see
cowdy
2,000 apply, I will
wise.
just sit back and
That
like,
yeah,
cowdy
not for
wise
me, I
this thing.
beg.
yeah. That
Like
carry wise.
within 5 minutes, I've seen so number of apply.
Yeah.
You
Even me
guys are
self, I didn't do
vexing
that. I
me.
said they sent me that I didn't do it because somebody said, "Well, they already know who they are going to pick." Abeg.
So, but all
That's
of
why I'm
this,
stressing
all of this, they
myself.
already
So-
know who
Yeah.
they are going to pick. So it's
It's
part
to
of those
stop.
things
Yeah, they are
that
trying to
will
reduce
stop
people
people
from
Yeah.
applying. Do you
getting some
understand?
things.
Yeah.
So on this imposter syndrome thing, right? I think there are two sides. There are two parts of it. I mean, they ask just like you said, the aspect of for new entry level, candidates. If I'm correct, I don't know the right word to use. But entry
Yes.
level data enthusiasts, right?
Mhm.
The imposter syndrome at okay, you've attended boot camps,
Mhm.
you've done certifications, you have like 50 certifications, which you
Oh,
did
shit.
with all your heart, not
Mm,
out of
mm.
peer pressure,
Yeah.
and you feel like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm good, and then you now get an opportunity,
Mhm.
and then you're not like, can I really do this? Can I really apply for this job? I mean, I just arrived. I'm just starting out. I mean, do it. Apply for it.
Doing
I
it
tell people,
afraid self
do it.
is even
I
the
tell
best
people
thing.
like because there are times when I discuss with some, people like they're just starting. I'm like, these opportunities. Some maybe I even throw out opportunities to them and I ask you, have you applied? I'm still thinking about it. I've not applied. Why? I feel like it's only look at it now. 3 years experience. I mean, Baba, apply. See,
Apply.
forget. I know. Yeah, this experience is important.
Mm.
There are some kind of roles that you need experience. But sometimes too, some of those 7 8 years experience are not realistic.
I even feel like those guys just go and
They are not
copy
realistic.
JDs from
So if you
different
have
sources
2 years
and just
experience and
paste
you are
it.
seeing 10 years experience, you feel like because I don't have 10 years, I can't apply. You're sabotaging yourself at the end of the day. At least apply. At least get to the interview stage, right? If after the interview they now feel like we don't want you, then it's fine. But don't say because 7 years who I be me where I just wake up yesterday and you don't want to apply. You are probably pushing one opportunity of a lifetime away from you, right? So the imposter syndrome at that stage, you can maybe so like Favour also said,
Yeah.
look back at where you're coming from. You've done a lot of things. You've done side projects, and
Yeah.
those are even enough. Look at all the dedication. Look at all the work you've put into it. Look at all the sleepless nights, the consistency, and tell that guy, Baba, you're a liar, and then apply for that job.
Yeah.
Get that interview done, and and then on the job too. That one is even what is even common for a lot of us.
Very common.
Yeah.
There's
Yes,
hardly
nah.
any expert. There's hardly any senior person in data that will tell you that even as senior as they are, right, that they don't see experience in
Imposter syndrome. Yeah.
It's every time, it's everywhere.
it's just like it's a mind, it's a psychological thing that just comes when you are about to break cross a new milestone, and you're like you said, it's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie.
It's a big lie.
It's
Just
a lie.
see it that way and then
Yeah.
move forward to life.
So this is to tell you, our viewers that struggle from this, because I'm very sure every single one of us we've had this moment, and we are still currently, even me myself, I'm still currently, as I'm speaking, I'm still struggling with imposter syndrome.
Favour.
I beg. I'm not like I'm still struggling. No, as I'm talking like that, I shake for a second.
Guys, don't
But
believe her.
yeah.
There's something I want to say too. I want to also like put a caveat to it,
Okay.
right? Don't fake it to make it and come and hide under imposter syndrome. They will catch you. I know imposter syndrome is real and it happens.
Yeah.
But don't go and do jagbo here and there, do abracadabra and pack your CV. Don't, if you don't know your stuff and then you get a job, you fake it to get the role or get the whatever
They
opportunity.
say you can speak
And
French.
then-
Oh yeah, come and
and then they're not
translate for
telling
us.
you,
Say
show us
bonjour.
now.
Bonjour.
They're not like,
I see
I have
that
imposter
there are
syndrome.
some-
Baba, you actually a fraud.
But there are
They
some
lie.
people. There are some people
get-
that
so-
it depends on the individual.
Yeah.
The way I'm looking at it now, it depends on the individual. There are some people that naturally
Mhm.
they are individual. They are like perfectionists.
Right.
So anything they are doing, they always like it to be. This thing has to be perfect.
Perfect. Right.
So if they are doing anything short of
Perfect.
perfection,
Yeah.
they'll be like, no, I'm not enough. I'm not good. This thing is not for me.
Yeah.
Or they just want everything to be like
Structured.
everything should be in place.
Yeah.
So because they want that to be
Mhm.
available, so just
Yeah.
want everything to be perfect, to be in place, and all of these things. So if they are not getting all of those things 100%,
Mhm.
they start being afraid,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
it will just be like, how far this thing, because it is not, everything is not there, everything is not set. So they just try to be using imposter syndrome level. So it's a function of the individual, the way I see it
Yeah.
too. But there are
Yeah.
some people that, because I feel like that thing is natural.
Mhm.
It's
a
natural,
syndrome.
and that's why you will see all these motivational speakers that will tell that, okay, do it afraid. It is a general
yeah,
thing.
Do it
Yeah.
afraid.
Do it afraid, because if you are not afraid, even if you're at that point that you're not afraid of doing something,
Mhm.
it means you have overcome that stage. Then you need to move to the next stage.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
move. So while you are afraid about, just be doing it.
Keep
Just
doing it.
ensure
Keep
that
showing up.
Suraj
you are
has turned
doing it.
motivational speaker.
Just-
oh.
Aspire to
no
pass.
Yeah.
levels.
Retire and retire.
Don't dull
Ah,
it. Don't dull it.
beg
So as you are doing all of those things, you just be like, okay.
Do you know
I've-
Ken Carter's? I don't know if
I
you
don't.
went to.
I don't.
Ah,
But I
sorry.
know
You
that
didn't go to
maybe
Unity school.
I just know that
Yeah.
growing, like while I was in school, I've had some guys that they are doing all these motivational speakers. This Niji guy and some other guys. So I've had some of their this thing, but this one is even out of it. It's even out
Yeah.
of it. But what I know is, while you are doing it,
Mhm.
when you are afraid,
Mm-hmm.
Baba, just continue doing it while you are
Mm-hmm.
afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the end of the day, like, you just notice that you have done so many.
Yeah, done
Me,
so
for
many.
instance, now maybe I'm writing a script. I'll be like, after writing everything, I'm like, this is almost like 300 lines of SQL
Mm.
scripts, and you'll be like, how did I start?
Yeah,
It's
how did
just
you
from the.
start? Yes.
Exactly.
It's
I'm
From
always
from
that
like,
select
one
yeah,
star.
line
now, yes.
Select star
to keep
from.
It's not even
Yeah.
select star. I'll just maybe like select top 5. I want to
Mm.
see from this table, select top 5. Oh my,
It
this thing,
just
you
goes
see
from there.
many select top 5, select top this.
Ah,
Because I
may
just
I dey
want to
write
have.
select up.
So all of those things, just like, okay, from there you're moving to the next stage, and you
Mhm.
have like a full blown
Mm.
script that you are,
Yeah.
so all of those things I feel, yeah, they make
Yeah.
sense. They make
Yeah.
sense.
So as Suraj has said, our viewers, do it while afraid. Do
It's
it while
afraid. That's
afraid.
that's the word of the
Yeah.
day.
That's the word of the. If there's anything you can take from this episode, do it while afraid. You are enough. Oh, don't let that
Absolutely.
imposter syndrome hold you back, because it was a huge setback for me. I feel like I shouldn't be where I am now if I had actually overcome this imposter syndrome earlier. So do it while afraid, and you are enough. You are actually really good at what you do. So don't let anything that does
I
not
mean,
exist, or
imposter
anything
syndrome is
that,
normal.
yeah, it's a normal thing. We all
Normal.
go through it. So we hope you feel better now. That I know a lot of us we struggle, and I hope we feel better after watching this episode. So we've come to the end of this episode. Yeah, thank you so much,
Nah, I'm having
guys.
imposter syndrome.
No, Favour has cured it now. Favour has advised you.
Okay. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, guys.
Yes.
Please ensure to follow, like, and subscribe. Please also, you can also share, one or two experience about imposter syndrome in the comments. We
Yes,
want to
Yeah.
hear. I'm very
yes.
sure you can even suggest how people can overcome, or you can tell us how you overcame your
We
own
might even
imposter
have like
syndrome. Yeah.
psychologists in our comment section, and they
Very
can just
possible.
give
Now,
us
please
like
let us
recommendations,
hear.
like
Let
good
us hear it.
tips. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. So we've come to the end of this episode. See you our next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
See this.
Okay.